Systematic oppression requires systematic approaches, including multi-pronged attacks on antiquated thought processes, which includes a systemic analysis. Now, I invite you to take the time to research the difference between systematic and systemic because I had to. And you learn a little bit better when you research for yourself rather than being spoon-fed by strangers on the internet. Isn't that right, white people? Now, speaking of white people, I'm not speaking of white people. Multiple poets better than myself have already done so. Chef, Gordon, Blue. Not a cooking school, but a quick list of fellow lyricists to follow. I'm here to talk about the white supremacy, primarily predicated by black people. Zora Neale Hurston, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. And on that note, I'm going in, folk. My brother from another culture told me, I said, don't be nice. And years later, we got y'all. Ain't too much more insecure left in me. My homegirl Wit calls it the code of blackness. She's half black, but more about us than you have quacks like Av Flack. I'm more than half pissed. All this time wasted watching, I'm half past it. That's why poetically I show my whole black ass, nigga. I've been running a respectability politics race within my own fucking race. And here I was, into my mid-30s, still getting lapped. All the polls had me positioned, winning like Charlie Sheen, but I ended up getting burnt. Fuck, stuck looking like Hillary. Fuck your couch staring at the screen like Hillary. My leap of faith had me nose dive to rock bottom like Trevor, a South African in America using comedy to educate like Trevor. And if you know Noah's Ark, then you understand what I'm up to. That the pair that I wear down there, as I stare and declare uncivil war on these house niggas feels indigenous, I'm supposed to be here. We have enough focus on what white oppression has left us without. I'm looking within to see what rights black suppression has kept us from. Niggas want us tiptoeing in our Jordans, steadily bitching about Jordans like the type of clothes we have when they close our eyes, before they close the casket, before they close the case, is going to give the family closure like, ma'am, are you his mother? Well, he had FUBU on. FUBU? Shut the fuck up, black undermining. Mining. Let's dig deep into my mind and see why I write this like I mind. This next part is personal. I got white allies who really do believe all lives matter because when I get hired and enter their life, they enhance mine. And then there's Francis and Matanda, two highly successful men capable of tech expansion in Wakanda. Their legacy is cemented just by sheer numbers, figures, titles, yet fuck them niggas. Now, albeit one of them is the reason I went to the new Ivy to get a master's, and the other created an opportunity for me because of that degree. Yet, the degree to which they turned their back on me felt like a 360, which is ironic because those maths never added up. The other shoe dropped like an Xbox 360 on my foot, but I had FUBU on. The lemons of life have taught me to make a sweet drink called revenge, turned me into a grizzled young vet who people just gravitate to like Griselda Records. My relationships are intentional. It's apparent I love being a parent and love learning from mine. So overall, for all this life, thank you, base God. But fuck both of them. I don't care about your Rex, Coons, and Bramble. You don't even deserve energy. You can eat a dick, though. There are still blacks alive who only conditionally care about black lives. Make me want to serve them a sweet drink with that saliva. Fake deep ass hoteps who are worried about black on black crime, crying because it's not cool to kick back to Cosby and Kelly. One worried about our pants up, both got caught with their pants down, and that is a tough pill to swallow. These times trembling by the temptation of their heroes to try to buy NBC. Steadily talking about how black lives matter until those black lives try to shatter the toxicity of masculinity. So all black lives matter, and you can tell them I said it. As a community, we all have one hell of a fight that hasn't stopped just because Fortune 500 interns copy-pasted the same cliche statement. In the interim, the protests, politician calls, and economic responses must continue. In time, the next generation may benefit from our sacrifice. So y'all mask up and take the fight outside. Change these statutes and maim these statues. N-word, I have a few N-words I would love to sacrifice at the altar for the culture.
Some of y'all so busy worried about not airing out our business that we air by burying our heads in the sand. Nah, I won't bury them in the ancestors who jumped from the ships, because they ain't worth all that. I'd rather turn their last breath into soil for the horticulture. Sprinkle them right next to the manure so that their shitty existence can finally have purpose. And I almost forgot. This poem is called Black on Black Crime. For us, by us.